Yes. Greetings, people. Greetings, and a blessed another day in the land of the living. Wagwan. Yes, this is not a recording. This is the real thing. Welcome to SLRradio.com. Yeah. Just a go on show. Link up with the blessed radio one. Link up. So yeah, Rasta Real Talk today. Greetings. I've been away for a little while doing my thing, as we men do. And yeah, been busy. But I'm here again because the missus says so. So she kinda like get up in me and make a bag of nice, you know, like already, but I'm not tell her because she not really here with me. I said still she must probably in the kitchen somewhere and make some dumpling for rather. But yeah, people, it's another one of them days. And we give thanks for life. Give thanks for health and strength. We give thanks for everything. So, I remember back in the day when we used to do this thing, yeah, Rasta Parsta show, you know, and we used to come with some proper information and this and that and rare. And I kind of ease off of it for a little while because technology and time and everything just changed and Boris locked down everything. So now the Spirit just showed myself to just give you some information for a little while still. We don't know how long, but just a little bit of information here and there to guide the people. Then big up to everybody in a jam rock. Yeah. Give thanks for you listening ears. And all those who've been supporting SLR for the longest time, loyal listeners, big shout goes out to you. May the Most High bless you, guide you and strengthen you. So, I know a lot of people are not into the Bible and they're into other things. But you know what? The stone that the builder refused shall be the head cornerstone. Yeah, so even though your knowledge increase and you find yourself, you know what I mean, that doesn't mean you must dash with the stone that first set your path. And a lot of people saying, oh, the Bible was used to control the slaves and this and that. Alright. And even if it was used to control the slaves, it stopped nothing from doing the bad things you used to do. So, check it out. You can get a good thing out of a bad thing if you really look for it. But it depends who have it. So some people it's a bad thing, some people it's life. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to give thanks and open up with the Psalms. And the truth says it's the first time we're going to talk the thing for a long time. We're going to open up with Psalms number 1. Right, for those who don't know all for work. Yeah. So, the blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight in the law of the Lord God Almighty. And in this law does he meditate day and night. And he or she shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. Thy leaf shall not wither, and whatever thou do shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the calf which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Almighty knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. That's how we're opening the show today. Because some ungodly people are going to perish. Yeah. Not even some of them, most of them. Some of them are going to repent and change their ways. And some of them are going to perish. But the Most High is the judge of all of these things. So, today, we're going to talk a little bit about the Bible. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. And how we come by this book in the first place. It's going to be very interesting because I've got something to play to you today. Because normally I used to play something every week. So today, I have something to play to you. I don't know how long it's going to be. I might play it in 2 parts. Yeah, I'm going to play it in 2 10-minute parts because 20-minute long. So I'm going to play it in 2 10-minute parts. And the reason we're going to do this thing here because some people forget where them come from. Some people forget them ancestors. Some people forget who they are. And some people don't even know who they are. Some people don't even know them ancestors. They will just know as far as them grandfather. Some of them don't even know them grandfather. Some of them don't even know them father. I can go that deep. But you know you are an African. You know, that's what you do know. You know, and you know you are a child of the Most High. That is something that you do know. So no guy, no boy can't take that from you. Yeah, no matter what color he may be. So, today's show is going to be a little bit about the journey. You mustn't forget, sorry about that, you mustn't forget about who you are, or what you are. And in this pandemic thing, it's made a lot of people lose themselves. And a lot of people find themselves. You know? And the good book said, fools rush in where wise man fear to tread. And a lot of people has rushed in to this thing where the wise man and the wise woman question the thing. You know? It is said that even with the Christian lifestyle, it says that and believes that even if you take poison, it not gonna kill you. You know, if serpent shall bite you, it not gonna kill you. So, by a leap of faith, ones and ones have jumped into something by faith. You know? And why? It's gonna really, your faith is gonna really be tested. I'm gonna tell you this straight. I'm gonna talk about the thing there. Yeah, I talked about it last time and then I ease off. But your faith is gonna be tested. All of them who rush in, your faith is going to be tested. And if you go in there by faith and know that God is gonna carry you through, then you shall stand on your faith and be strong in your faith and sharpen up yourself and be strong, because you're going to need your strength. You're going to be depending on your faith, like the mustard seed faith. You're going to depend on it and you're going to need it, right? So just by faith you shall go through, you know, and also by prayer. You know what I mean? Faith don't work by itself. You can't just believe in something and don't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? You can't turn around and say, I trust in God, nothing not gonna harm me. And then you just turn around and do your regular thing, knowing what you already do. So You have to just make sure you strengthen yourself, sharpen yourself, get some wisdom and be strong. Don't just sit down there and just think faith I gotta do everything. You have to do some things yourself. Yeah? And you have to strengthen your faith. You have to strengthen your spirit. You know what I mean? Strengthen your belief. Strengthen everything. You know what I mean? And strengthen your temple, your church, the house where you live in. A lot of the church them are going to get revealed. A lot of the things them are going to get exposed. A lot of pastors out there. I am not a pastor, you know, they just call me Rasta Parsta. But the, my good friend from the Ethiopian Orthodox Church call me Rasta Priest. I don't know. Everybody call me all kind of things. Serious thing. Some things them call me, you don't know where them get it from, but if they want to call me that, they call me that. But anyway, so, I am what I am. You know, and I think it's time to wake up, my people, a little bit at a time. Some of it I got frighten you. Some of it you know already. But it's time to wake up. You know, everybody else will wake up. And I know a lot of our people are awake and some of them still are asleep. But me come for waking up a little tiny bit without frightening, you know. But sometimes, you know, I don't want to frighten nobody come. I don't want people to think, so, oh, them life done, your life done. You have your faith. You're still living in your church, which is your temple. It's only over when the Most High says over, not when man says over. Babylon, I use a lot of fear for frighten my people, our people. And some of them frightened and rush in, and some of them just said, "Cha, we're not trust what we're go on with." And we'll wait and see. And then we will take it from there. And a lot of people have been bullied into this thing. This phone call, text every minute. From Dr. White, Raja, Dr. Patel, all kind of people are text people. Come and get the thing, come get the thing. And them themselves don't even take the thing. Remember me tell you that. Them themselves don't take the thing, but them are frightened and bully everybody into taking this thing. That's between you and God. Not make man force you into do something. Your own free will shall make the decision. Not man. Not because somebody takes off your phone every minute you get and you just want it to stop. That's not gonna stop it. You know? It may ease it off for a while, but then they're gonna say, yo, part 2, come take part 2. You take part 2, boom, oh yo, here's a boost, come take the boost. And it's just gonna go on and on. So it's down to you to be strong and make the decision for yourself when you are ready. Not when a man or a guy want to force you because I get £150 or £200 every time in gear job. The hospital treat I and I people bad too. Them not deal with the right in some cases. Not in all cases. And when I like the way them deal with we, I don't like it at all. So this is why I decided to come today and start talk some things to wake up my people and give thanks and I pray for all of those that did make the decision with the thing there, with the Most High guide you and strengthen you and carry you through. Don't be afraid of nothing. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, so the book said. But the book said man shall not live by bread alone, you know, but by the word. So feed yourself, feed your spirit, you know, and because you are made up of a certain amount of water, you have a whole heap of water in you, and water can be programmed. You know, and a lot of people that listen to gospel things, a lot of people who are spiritual, you know, as you know, the sound, these things can change the molecule of water. And if you are a water based as well, have a whole of water in there, then you can program that too by putting the right things in your body, the right things in your mind, and speaking the right things. You know, with the praying and worshiping, and all of these things will affect the water that's in you. You know, and then it will affect you down to the molecule. You know, down to all of your blood cell, everything will be affected because of the spiritual food that you are putting in your temple. So don't just sit down and leave everything to God. You know, you have to do your part too, yeah? So I'm going to share that with you as we open the show with that, yeah? Do your part too, you know? Do your part. Don't just sit down and think everything is everything. Do your part as well, all right? So, here's my national anthem for my show, Rasta Real Talk Show. Make we talk the ting. Big shout goes out to Rambo Manga. I don't know what I'm to him. I think if him overripe and drop off a tree yet, I don't know. And all type DJ Chiller, I chill out somewhere. And all type Mr. and Mrs. Kiching Ching. I hope so nothing a change. Alright. Yeah. And we're gonna take it from there. So this is my national anthem. This one goes out outside to my sister in a Rastafari, my sister in your work, Sister IRITAH and the family. God bless you, guiding you and strengthening you and your family. Yeah. Surround you with a shield of love and light and guidance, and all the angels, them and the Most High just guide, you know, and see on the truth. Our next warrior out there on the battlefield, let the Most High guide you and strengthen you and your family and protect you and guide on the all with the going out and coming in. Yeah. You know. Little dread. God bless you. Keep up your works, you know, and just keep going on, because, you know, who have eyes to see, they will see, and who have ears to ears, they will hear, you know. But just do what you do, and just guide you and strengthen you and your family. Protect the eye. Stay. Alright. Now here is my national anthem, because it is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, you're listening to SLRradio.com alongside BlessRadio1.com, and it's the Link Up Show. Later on, you're gonna get the man like Ragadim. You know, so I'm gonna eat before him come out, and eat when he come back in again, and then eat before him go to him bed, and get up in the night and eat again. So I'm alright, in full. Mommy look after him good. So national anthem coming in. Yeah, make we talk the ting. Oh. What type news reporter, long time, I don't know if you're still about. Yeah, shout out for my English listeners. Our type news reporter, I hope you are still around, still doing what you do. Big shout goes out to my queen, my empress. Good. Can't tell you too much, but good. You do well. So here is my national anthem, and all those who are out there on the battlefield, you know, just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, yeah. All right. What type selector Ras Dragon? I hope she let you out tonight, you know. I'm a red national anthem. So red. I'm a capturer. Soul adventurer. See the morning sun on the inside. Ooh.
soul adventurer. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, soul rebel. I'm a capturer, soul adventurer. See the morning sun on the hill, not living good, yeah, travel wide. Say I'm a living man, I've got work to do. If you're not happy children, must be blue, must be blue, must be blue. I'm a rebel, soul rebel. I'm a capturer, soul adventurer. I'm a rebel, soul rebel. I'm a capturer, soul adventurer.
Yes, I am a rebel with a cause. There's some rebels out there with no cause at all. Or there's some rebel out there because, but they're not rebel for a cause. You know? So, we could talk a little bit. No, I think I should play some more music first, yeah. We could play some more music first, yeah. And then we're going to get into the thing. Yeah, we're going to play some music, mate, and get back into the thing. Big shout goes out to my brethren Tafari out there and family. Big up yourself. Right, so that was the Rebel song. I'm a rebel with a cause. Not because. You know what I mean? Alright, so this next one here goes out to my my brethren for life. Leon, big up, big up, big up, big up. This one goes out to you. Right. So as I said, we're all out there together. And there's something I would like to talk about as well, which I'd like someone to explain to me, yeah. We have just a query, because I'm not too sure about this. So I just wonder how it got. So I would like someone to explain to me, please. I just text it in. We have the thing, out of many, we are one. Yes. Out of many, we are one. And we have this, the two Arawak Indian and the Red Cross between them, right in the middle. Now, anywhere we see the Red Cross, we know say that first time we ever see a Red Cross is in the ship them when they come to take we off the motherland. That's the first time we ever see a Red Cross. And everybody who have Red Cross seems to be going all over the world trying to help people, but yet them a kill them off. We have a Red Cross with two Arawak Indian, and it says out of many we are one. Now the question I like someone to ask on me, yeah, you have two Arawak Indian upon the thing, but yet the land full of African people. So why is there no African people on there? If it's out of many we are one, and I see two Arawak Indian, who is this out of many we are one connected to? Because if it was out of many we are one, I would have seen an Arawak and an African. Or two African. So I don't really understand how it got. So it would be good if someone can explain to me how it works and how come there's only Arawak Indian and a Red Cross, but no African. And then this Otamene we are one. Who's this pertaining to? It was most probably pertaining to the people that you see in front of you. Panda, what they call it, the crest. So I ain't too sure how it goes. So I would like someone to either text in, call in, and explain to me how this thing work. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a number, right? You're gonna write it down, which so that you can call. So make sure you get your pen. And it's something that's been bugging me for a long time. Cause when the slave ships came and took us from Africa and brought us to the Caribbean, most probably the Arawaks was there. But we know some history about the Arawaks still. Some of us have it in our family. Yeah. But what people don't realize is that this place where we're there in Babylon have a lot, not even a lot, have everything to do with why we end up there in the first place. When our Windrush generation was told to come over here, they was told to come to the motherland, come back to the motherland. That's the story that we all know. That's the story that my father tell me, and I'm sure your father tell you the same thing, or your grandfather tell you the same thing. We must come back to the motherland. Now, if they're telling us to come back to the motherland, and when we come back, when our ancestors and our forefathers came back to, not forefathers, but our grandparents or whatever, come back to this place where them call the motherland, they wasn't welcomed. But I'm just looking at the whole picture like, why did they call this place our motherland? That's the key that they use. The key word that they used to bring us over here was you must come back to the motherland. What does that mean to you? Yeah? And the reason why I say that is because we was here a long time. We was here a long time ago. Yeah? And through certain things and certain people and the true his story, our people was taken from England. Listen to me. Our people was also taken from England and also brought to the Caribbean islands. Every one of the Caribbean islands that is there now, black people was brought there from England in the 1700s. Are you hearing what I'm saying? 1700s, 1720 going right up, 1720 going right up. Our people was deported from this country and brought to the Caribbean islands. Then, say 200-300 years later, they tell us to come back to the motherland. Think about what I'm telling you, people. Right. So the number to get you through, yeah, is 079 444 31366. Yeah. And I gave you two things that I would like you to explain to me. One, the Arawak law, the Arawak crest, with the two Arawak in it, with the red cross, which is the same cross for them up on the ship when they took us there. Yeah. How come we have two Arawak Indian, but we, the African them in a Jamaica, I say out of many we are one, but yet we are not. on the ting. We're not on the crest. Me not see none of we on the crest. So who is this we that this thing is talking about? Yeah, that's the first point. And the other point I'm talking about is the motherland. When they told our parents, my parents too, and some of your parents too. I need to calm down, man. Get me too emotional. Water, please. Give me some water, man. I need some water. I need to calm my nerves. Yes. When they told our parents to come back to the motherland, they didn't tell us why. They never told us that they put us on ships in the 1700s, 1720, going right up to 1800. Yeah, they put us on ships and took us out of England. Are you hearing what I'm saying, people? Do my story, not his story. Took our ancestors out of England and put them on ships and put them on all the Caribbean islands in the 1700s. We was here long time ago. Yeah, this place where we're there in now, England, Babylon, is ours. That sounds strange, innit? But it don't sound strange if the people them telling you to come back to the motherland. But then you have Africa, which is our motherland. So we can reason the thing still, you know. All I'm going to do is just throw it out there. Because we have to talk the thing. Yeah. You know, because Mrs. forced me to talk. She says, you have to talk. You have to talk. I didn't want to talk. But I will talk this show. Yes, this show I will talk the thing. Whatever happen next week, we don't know. But today we're going to talk the thing. A little piece of the thing. So, number to get you through, just to explain to me how it worked for you. Yeah. 07944. You can even send a text, you know. You don't even have to talk. Because I don't know if you're wanted by the police or you run from the doctor. Because the doctor want to juke you up and you know why I'm not say you have phone and your phone at work. You know what I mean? Because some people don't even answer them phone, them see the text. And then just lock off them phone or delete the text. So, I don't know, you know. So the number 079 444 31366. You can go on the website, blessradio1.com, the number one, yeah. And you can get the number from there. Big shout goes out to the SLR family because we have to link up. Everybody gonna link up. You're gonna find out eventually everybody gonna link up because ultimately we are one. That's what it said. But are we one? Well, one no, because Babylon want to take you out. So no, we have no choice to be one. When you walk down the street, no. You'll find says so much of our people are greeting one another. Just looking at one another. You alright? Yeah, man. Yeah. It's reversing back to how it was in other. It's going back. It's reversing. Yeah, nothing don't change. You know what goes around comes around. When we're there in the 80s and the 70s, we are greet one another upon the street because we know so we'll get problem if we divide it. And the further back you go in history is the more tighter we was. Yeah. But now, as I said, it's just repeating itself now. So now the unity is, or the unity is coming back together again. Even the youngers them pan road, you look pan them shit, them nod or they're greeting you. The greet is coming. So work with the thing, people. When you see your own pan the street, and if you have eye contact, greetings. Greetings. Because the Muslims them, when they see one another, assalamu alaikum. That's what them do. When Raja see one another, we don't know what them say. Blah 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 blah. Them say them thing. When the Jew man them see one another, them say them thing. When we see one another, we fi say fui thing too. Yeah? And if you can't say nothing, just do the Black Panther cross, you know, because that's the way forward. Just the Black Panther, you know, when Black Panther just do the Osiris cross kind of thing. You just, I say it go. More strength, more power. People are touch fist, but you don't know who have what anymore. So you cannot touch a fist and a DNA jump from him to you, and next thing you know, you start cough and sneeze. We don't know. We don't even know which hand people use wipe them bottom. So when you touch fist now, you have to be careful because DNA, we don't even know how this thing are going anymore. So there's Cyrus Cross, that can run. You touch your elbow, that can run. People say you can hug and this and that, but I'm not too sure about that part there right now. Because the way how the Mr. Billy Gator go on, I not trust none of them. Some of you safe. Yeah, some of you safe. But either way, you know, don't be afraid. You know, sometimes people do the wrong things, but you just go and chew. Bata chew. Life not done. You have things to do. You know, you still have people that love you. And you have people that you love. You know what I mean? So just carry on. So, we could talk this thing today, people. Rasta Parsta. I don't know how to just start the thing. Because even Rasta only need a shake up too. I'm going to talk to you. No time soon coming. I always deal with the church and have a go at the church. But my brethren and sisters in a Rastafari, I am going to have something to say to you too. And I'm not going to like that either. But the truth is the truth. Yeah? But not today. Because it's not nobody brethren and friend right now. We are sisters and brethren yet, but when the truth of the talk, it can be offensive to some. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Some people don't like the truth and they say the truth hurt. Then they say the truth can set you free. And when you go in a courthouse and you tell the truth, sometimes you don't get out of the courthouse. So what is the truth? The truth can be an offense to some. And it can be comforting to others. So, this is the time now, people. It's our time. I done telling you a couple months back when I did the last show. I'm going to tell you, say, all this thing, the way everybody are worried about this thing, and what him name again? Boris the Ball. What am I do to people, and how am I lock down this, and how am I lock down that? Everybody are worry. Mr. Listen to me. This is not our fight. It's not. I feel them fight. And when certain people get frightened, them do some of the most craziest things. Yeah. So when people know say I feel with time, them get frightened and do some stupid things. And when people sit down and turn around and say, oh, we got to come together as one. It's not a black thing or a white thing or a color thing. We all got to come together as one. I say yes to a point. Yeah. We got to come together as one. Yes. I agree with that. Yeah. Okay. Oh. All right. I got a text here. Huh. All right. Well, thank you for this wonderful text. Anyway, don't worry about that. Right, you try to show me off. Back to the thing. Where was I? Yes. This marching and all these things where people are marched about. It's a good thing that people stand up for their freedom. It's a good thing. Wonderful thing. Yeah. Make we come together and march. Because them want them freedom. Yes. I agree with that too. Definitely. But I have a question when it comes to that. And the question is, when we was going through all this racist abuse, when police, Babylon, was brutally beating we, brutally killing our people all over the world, who was marching for we then? Who was talking about make we come together because this is not right, because they're killing us all the black people. We got to stand up because we are all one. Then. Something I think about, you know. Nobody with the power on. Black Wall Street get burned down. Enough of our people dead. Who come together and say it was wrong? Nobody. Enough of our people get killed off in a Black Wall Street. Enough of our people get killed off in a slavery. Nobody not say it wrong. Well. Now this thing come about. The thing there. As soon as them people start get killed off, make we come together as one. I'm not being racist. I got white friends. Some of my best friends are white. You know what I mean? But the truth is the truth. When some of the people them was being beaten, and some enough of only listening know about the thing, because enough of only used to get harassed. My father used to get harassed by the teddy boy them. We come in and we deal with the skinhead them and the National Front. Yeah? Nobody never said come together as one then. When them a deport the people them the other day upon the rain rush, the people them who come over, our people that came over here and build this country, when them deport them, our grandparents, back to Jamaica after they've been here for how much? 40 years, 50 years, you're gonna deport them. Nobody never said nothing then. And as soon as them feel the pressure and feel the heat, now them stand up. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. They must stand up because they must lose them freedom. They must stand up because them feel say Babylon want to kill them off too. But when we had our freedom taken away, when we was losing our freedom, when Babylon was killing we off, who stand up for we? Marcus Garvey, Black Star Liner. Who stand up for we? Something to think about. And I'm not being racist. It's just time to wake on up. Yeah? Because some people are still sleeping. And it's not about that anymore. Marcus Garvey said, wake up, you mighty race. He said, mighty race. Because you don't know who you are. Yeah? But history, my story, tells me who we are. And when I look at man like Marcus Garvey, who formed one of the biggest black movement in the history of America. One man One man, not an army or barrage of man, not a bag of MPs together where you have 20 man in a constituency, the people them. One man, Marcus Garvey. One man, Martin Luther King. One man, Malcolm X. One man, Emperor Selassie I. One man, every single time. Bring our people together. It just takes one man. Bob Marley, one man. That shows that you are a mighty race. Because you don't need a constituency to bring your people together or to wake up your people. You don't need an army to wake up your people, to bring your people together. One man can do it. So that just shows you, yes, we are one people, but we're divided. Where it just takes that one sound to bring us together again. It's not hard, it's that simple. Just to bring us together again as one. Out of many, we are one. Whether you're from Trinidad, Barbados, no matter where you come from, and in the West Indies, in the West Indian Islands, you are all one people, for real. Out of many islands, we are one. Jamaica is using that as out of many, we are one, just Jamaica. But Jamaican people are totally no disrespect to the rest of them, yeah? Serious thing. No disrespect to my Trini, my Barbados, none of them. And no disrespect to Uno. But there's something different about Uno Jamaican people. That's different to all of the rest of the island them. There's something about Uno. What is it? Without being boastful, without exalting yourself, without having any ego. What is it about you people that make you so different? What is it? Because you know that you're different. What is it? Why are you different? A time for you to answer that question. Big show goes out to all of my Trinidad, Barbados, St. Lucia family, yeah? Because we are all one people, and as I said before, people, go and look at his story, and his story will tell you and show you that many of our people was taken out of England, Babylon, even Ireland, and brought to the West Indian Islands. Not even talking about Spain and Portugal and Africa and all those other places where we've been taken from and also brought to the Caribbean islands. We was taken from everywhere, not just Africa. We was taken from everywhere and brought all in a one place. So to me, it coming like the Caribbean islands was a prison. Think about it. Colony to colonize. But you see, Jamrock is a different set of people than the rest of them. Everybody have their difference. See, you have the Trinidad people and the Barbadian people. Them different too than the rest of them. We are all different, but we are still one people. You understand what I'm saying? Look at all the people them that was brought, like Haiti. When you look at the place called Haiti, and the people them from, what you call it, the African place, and they was brought them to Haiti. Them is a different set of people. Different to Jamaican people, different to Trinidad people, different to Barbadian people. Them have a different kind of thing. Remember, they did defeat the French. Yeah? Them use Obia to defeat the French. And people say Obia is a wicked thing. But yet, Obia is casting spells, calling on your ancestors, calling on the nature and the elements to defend you. They call it Obia, but Babylon call it witchcraft. You're not allowed to do it. But yet, you have a book that is the gospel. And they come with their book after telling one, so we must stop the witchcraft, we must stop the Obia, we must stop doing all these things. And then them come give you a book and say we must preach the gospel to all the four corners of the world. The book is a good book because you must know the history of where the book come, where they get some of these writings from. Yeah, we're not gonna go too much into that part there still because there's a lot of, the book have its good thing and it's this and that. But we know Obia man can use the Bible. We know this. Now, if Obia man can use the Bible, why would he use the Bible? Why would an Obia man use the Bible? But what is an Obia man doing with the Bible in the first place? It's just something to think about. Why would he use that book? So, we're not going to go too much into that part there. But I'm just giving you some things to think about. That doesn't mean say you must dash away your Bible, I'm just trying to show you that book has got some things in there that are powerful, for real. So powerful that it's got Africa wrapped up in so much churches. It's got our people wrapped. That's how powerful that book is. That a lot of our people get wrapped up in a church and forget who they are. Forget their journey of where they came from. Then forget themselves. Yeah. So, when we taught this thing, remember I opened up the show with the Bible, and I said, blessed is the one that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. That's a blessing. You understand? Those words is power. Some of these psalms, when Duppy come for you, and you just grab a psalms and you just bust a psalms, Duppy run gone. Out of the same book. Check what I'm talking to you about. Check what I'm telling you about that same book. The same book that them bring in Africa. And now the Africa full of church. Jamaica full of church. Where there's black people, full of church. We can use the book, but are we using the book the right way? That's the thing. Are we using it the right way? Because I see so well when people go Africa, you know, boy, them man, they are a powerful man, you know, them witch man and witch doctor man, and I see some things that African people can do. I see man levitate up in the ear over fire, around fire, you know. And the man them a dance and chant something, and the man that start raise up in the ground, off the ground, at least 15 foot off the ground. At least the brother went 15 foot off the ground, just levitating in the ear. But yet, you can't even get the colonizers out of the country. You have some people come in there and chop the country into so much pieces and enslave the people. But yet you have people that would over there that have this kind of power. But yet you use that power against your brethren and your sisters, your fellow man. But the man who enslave you, how come you can't work? How come it no work upon him? It's apartheid and all these people that came in to the country and take over South Africa and take over all these African lands. Oh, Europe and France and Germany and Russia, and all these people came in. But yet, my brothers and sisters have this power. But yet, they couldn't stop that. Something wrong, innit? They couldn't stop that. But yet them can do anything to them brethren. You know how much people do obby upon people in Jamaica and it work? So how come it can't work against your oppressor? What's going on here? How come it can only work against your own people? Something for you to think about, you know. Something for you to think about. Yeah? Right. I'll give you the number again. If you can't talk, text. Yeah? Who vex, you know. But the truth is the truth. The show is there for you, to give you something to think about. I said, I don't hate nobody. I love everybody. Black, white, everybody. Indian, well, no matter where you come from. I'm not saying we are all one people. Right? African people are one people. Everybody that come out to Africa and go all over the world, it's one people. But the whole planet, we're not all the same. But one love to everybody upon the planet. Yeah, we can be unified in our love, walk in love, come together in our love, one love. Yes, but we are all different individuals. We're different types of people, and some of these people ain't even human being anyway. Yeah, some of them are not real people. So we're not going to go too much into that. Yo! Time waits for no woman. You see the time already? So, we're talking the thing today, people. Hopefully that it will make you rise up and know and understand what Marcus Garvey was talking about, what Malcolm X and everybody was talking about. Now beat the destiny. Control myself, man. Yeah, what everybody was talking about. Wake up, you mighty race. Because when you wake up, everything gets shake up. The sooner you wake up, the sooner everything gets shake up. And them no one you wake up. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of hands, a little running after vanity, a little more money spent on a £300 weed. A little more money buy upon expensive car, a little more money buy upon expensive clothes. Why some of we people need help. Some of we people in the villages need help. They need electric. They need running water. But yet, we can buy a handbag for £400 or £500 and then just wear it, use it one time and then throw it in the wardrobe. Sell it backside and do something with the money for your people. Yes. Do something for your people. Vanity, 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 all is vanity. So I'm going to play this tune. Right, I done a little bit of talking today to make you know say everything is everything. Yeah, and I was forced to talk the thing. Yeah, and the way all that soup was so nice, I had no choice, man, because it gave a little bit of strength. So, back to what I said in the beginning. Explain to me this crest, this Jamaican crest. Explain to me this thing. All the place full of African, but there's no African on the crest. And it have a red cross, which is the same red cross that was on the ship that got we there in the first place. You are a powerful people, you know. But power corrupts. Know who you are and do something with that power that the Most High has given you. Don't fight against your brother, man. Don't fight against your sister. Don't fight against a man because he comes from an island that is not as big as yours. Because your island is small too. You know, it's just one of the largest in the Caribbean, but it's still a small island. This little island. The whole of them small. Serious thing. The whole of them, real talk, the whole of them small. You know what I mean? It's only because you just step on the largest one. But that doesn't mean say it's a big island. Real talk. Make we talk the thing. Wonderful place. The people them that was put on the island are a different type of people. Know who you are. Know why you're different. What makes you different? Where you did come from in the first place? What was your ancestors doing before you was even there? Where did you come from before you was brought there? What is it about that land, that island, that makes you people so different? But out of many of these islands, all of them, we are all one people. Not just Jamrock. The whole of we are one. It's only because the people them that colonize the place speak a different tongue. So that's why they have a different dialect on every island. But all the people them on all these islands are the same people. Remember me tell you that. Yeah.
Sing the same song. We all gonna sing the same song. We all gonna sing the same song. Oh, well,
This one goes out to Leon. Bless up.
Oy, oy. Oy, oy, oy. same song. We all gonna sing the same song. Oh, whether you're a bubba, or whether you're an artifact, or whether you're a indigenous, or whether you're a 12 tribe of Israel, we all gonna sing the same song. We all gonna jam the same jam. We all gonna chop the same chop. Chop. So if you all give fuss and fight, you're giving hypocrites the right to say that you can't unite. My God, we not fight. I know we're all gonna sing the same song. We all gonna jam the same jam. Jam, 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 jam. We all gonna chop the same chop. Take us out of the homeland. Take us down here in Babylon. You wanted us to sing that same song. You wanted us to sing that same song. You wanted us to sing that same song. And I know we're gonna sing the same song. We all gonna jam the same jam. We all gonna chop the same chop. So if you all go fuss and fight, you giving hypocrites the right to say that we can't unite. My God, I know we not fight. Oh, we all gonna sing the same song. We all gonna jam the same jam.
Let's yeah, man. That goes out to the 811. Big shout goes out to you. Yeah, and big shout goes out to the 492. Right. So, people, we talk the thing today. But long time when I talk the thing. And we just have to talk it. So now I'm going to play a little something, yeah, for you to listen to. All my Christian brethren and sisters, hold on to your faith, hold on to your Bible, remember how you get it, and remember that there was other books before that book. That's it.
Make a joyful noise
Really,
unto the
you know.
Lord, Holy Land.
So, if it's that what you
Serve
need
the Lord with gladness.
to keep you in your faith,
Praise and with
yeah, then that's all good.
Know ye that the Lord is
But you
God,
can still do your research
he that hath made
and
us.
find out other things, like I find out other things and find out where that book come from and where the book come from before that and where the book come from before that, until it leads, then it takes you all the way to Ma'at and all these things. So there's other things and other things, but
For the Lord is good,
you know, although one learns certain things,
his truth and
the
joy.
stone that the builder refused can also be the head cornerstone. And if that what them use to come in and colonize the people them and fool the people, we can use the same thing to turn things around. But our people use the same thing against we and do what them do with it. Them come in and use it for deal with we, and our people now use the same book for deal with us instead of liberating us. instead of feeding the poor. The amount of money on a thief in Pastor Mek because of that book. There shouldn't really be no poverty, really. The amount of church there is, there shouldn't really be no poverty if they were following the book. So that just shows me 90% of them not following the book. They're using the book against we the same way or the colonizer used the book against we. When we're supposed to use the book as a tool. Because the book has instructions and shows you how to do certain things. But yet you still have people coming at the church with them last £5 and give it to you because them believe say that money is going to God. And then you take that money and all of a sudden now you is a millionaire and you is a billionaire. And there's people in the church giving their last £10. Why upon that? Simple things. Right. Yeah, for real. I don't think any pastor supposed to be a millionaire. None of them. If they really, really believe in that book there and stand on that book, they shouldn't be a millionaire. They can have millions. But then if you ever reach the stage of becoming a billionaire and you preach that book and you're a billion, judgment. Give the money to the poor people. Give the money to the people them that need things. You have plane, you have helicopter, you have mansions, you have this, you have that. But yet, your people are in need. And you don't give them because you want another billion. 10 million is not enough for you. You want a billion. You want 10 million. No, man, I want more than 10 million. I have 10 million, but that pastor over there have 30 million. I need to have more than him. So you go on until you get your 30 million. And you just go on and go on and go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. What does it profit a thief in pastor for gain the world and to lose his own soul? Yeah. Feed my people. Feed them. Give them shelter, give them home, give them light, give them food, give them what they need. Remember this. Don't the thief in pastor them. I can't let them out. Remember this. When the beggar did a beg at the table and Lazarus never want to give him nothing, and there at the table I wait for the crumb them for drop. This is how you're treating our people, your own people. This is how you're treating them. Just like the beggar at the table, I wait for the crumbs for drop. But you see, when the brother dead and judgment take him say, oh, God, let me go and warn the people about this place, please, please, please. No, you beg God for help you. But yet the beggar who was coming to your church every Sunday, I give him last £10, him last £5. They're in the kingdom of heaven. So you know, learn from you. That shows me that you're not following the book. That shows me he's a thief in pastor. Because your riches now go save you. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? It is easier for a camel to go through an eye of an eagle than a rich thief in pastor for getting at the kingdom of God. Yeah, man. This show is going to be on YouTube, you know. I'm going to put it up on YouTube. Go to Bless Radio 1 YouTube and share this with your thief in pastor. Yeah? If your pastor have millions, and the people them around him not have no, and the people around him are suffer, or there's people in the village that suffer, and you have millions, 50 million, 60 million, 70 million. And you can't even give a million out of that 70. But you want people to come to church to pay their tithes and offerings, which is 10% of their earnings. But you can't give 10% of your millions. Bond that. Anyway, blessradio1.com, YouTube, take this and share it to all of the teeth in pastor them. Yes, I'm calling the teeth in pastor because when you have the book and then you're using the book as a weapon against your own people, when you can use the book to liberate. If you follow the book correctly, your people them not supposed to be starving. Remember me tell you this, especially if you have millions and you can take money to go buy aeroplane. You know how much an aeroplane costs? Some of you not have two. I can calm myself down, yeah. Right, we can get back into the thing. Back to the slavery thing, people. Yes, I'm there, we're forward again. Back to the slavery thing, people. I'm going to play this little thing. It still interlinks with the Bible and what I'm talking about, so that you can understand a little bit about your story. As I said before, this place what we call Babylon, and the same thing with them say, our fathers must come back to the motherland because the streets are paved with gold. It was paved with gold when we was there, but they took us out of there, brought us to the Caribbean and took up the gold streets for themselves and left bare concrete and dirty dust and all up of different things. So I'm going to play this little thing for you. I'm going to play 10 minutes of it, yeah, and then we take it from there. But you need to hear this, yeah. All right. So make we talk the thing, people. Make we talk the thing.
I hope everyone is having a great day. So, what am I going to bring to you now? Well, I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and we're going to be talking about a very sensitive subject, but I think you all need to understand and you need to know. We're going to talk about slavery for a few minutes and really who got the ball rolling.
And this is a white lady, just in case you don't know.
Sensitive, but we must talk about it. And I'm here to expose it. A white woman exposing black slavery. Yes,
tell her, man, tell her.
I am very ill and sickened about it, as a matter of fact. We're going to tell you who started getting the ball rolling, guys. And it's Queen Elizabeth I, the Tudor dynasty. So that's where it started. So, in 1596, Queen Elizabeth I issued an open letter to the Lord Mayor of London, announcing that they are of late divers of black Moors brought into this realm, of which kind of people they're already here to man, and ordering that they be deported from the country. 1 week later, she reiterated her good pleasure to have those kind of people sent out of the land and commissioned the merchant Caspar van Seeden to take up certain black Moors here in this realm and transport them into Spain and Portugal. Finally, in 1601, she complained about those great number of the N-word and black Moors, which, as she has affirmed, are crept into this realm. Defamed them as infidels, having no understanding of Christ or his gospel. And one last time authorized their deportation. Wow. So if they were there first, why in the hell are you going to deport them? Queen Elizabeth. So England, of course, they say, was no stranger to strangers, nor to discriminate against them. European immigrants constituted a noticeable part of the English population starting in the 12th century. Elizabeth herself repeatedly authorized the expulsion of immigrants. wait a minute. My ancestry is da 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 da. So why don't you deport me back to England? So, in justifying the geographical alienation of certain ends and black Moors, the Queen sets them categorically apart from her own people. While she figures the English in terms of their national allegiance, she designates the ends and the black Moors as a kind of people, those kind, defined by skin color, the blackness stressed by the N word, and black Moors. So, these documents have become pivotal to critical assessments of the material and ideological place of blacks within England, as well as early construction of racism and race within English literature of the period. Critics have read Elizabeth I's letters, the visible signature of the imperial metropolis's nervous writing out of its marginalized other, and have taken the writing out of blacks as the writing in of a derogatory association of blackness and race. In fact, although Elizabeth presents the presence of black Moors in England as a local and international or internal problem, prompted by the fact that of late black Moors have been brought into this realm and added to a population that already numbers too many. So, the history of black people in Britain, Peter Fryer has argued that the Queen's discriminatory project failed completely, and so for it was a serious attempt to deport all black people from England. To be sure, Elizabeth's efforts extended only across the short period between 1596 and 1601 and did little to diminish the size of the population. Blacks remained in England throughout the Renaissance, and by the middle of the 18th century comprised somewhere between 1 and 3% of the London populace. So, let's go down a little further to see what we have. In 1564, Queen Elizabeth started the British slave trade. Okay, I'm going to get wound the hell up on this. To my black brothers and sisters on my channel, I am talking about your ancestors that can go back all the way to 10 generations. This realm gave you this book. This realm made your ancestors leave their spirituality. This realm has decimated the minds and the free-thinking minds of your ancestors. The players at the top of the peak knew what they were doing when they gave this book to your people. 1564. Queen Elizabeth started the British slave trade in the ill appropriately named the Good Ship Jesus. And the moral foundations of the church were shaken. Think about this for just one moment. Your ancestors in England Africa, the British slave trade. They're over there doing what they have done for millions of years. And the people there now, whether it be Ethiopia, Sudan, Nubia, the Congos, Ghana, wherever, they never heard of this. They were there living with nature and not bothering anybody. Maybe they were getting, problems with their own kind, or maybe another country there by them. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, they didn't know this. They had been there for millions of years. And you're going to write this and then put your black ancestors on a boat called Jesus, and you sit in the churches today knowing that they put your ancestors in a ship called Jesus, and you are going to continue to go to the church. I am not in the church. I am not in Christianity. I study and I go to this. How can you and we and the world stand by this corruptness? Men, women, and children separated. And you're going to a slave auction. And the first thing they want to do is give you this when you get off the ship. Because they wrote in the scriptures that Jesus said to take your whippings and your slashes just as he did, and suffer just as he did, and obey your masters. Black people, run as fast as you can out of this church, because this is the delusion. Initially, the church had just admitted to owning slaves and plantations, but subsequently the public found out the church effectively gave their blessing on the destruction of tens of millions of Africans by declaring Africans had no soul. And the black people that are in the Vatican, if they only knew the history. The church is behind it. Don't you see? They want to keep your mind trapped and closed.
Blessed Radio D time is 4:00 p.m.
no soul. This gave the British a license to mutilate, rape, kidnap, and murder Africans without any fear of eternal damnation because they have it from God. As penance for the crimes of the church, the public demanded the removal of Queen Elizabeth's first British slave trader from the crypt in Westminster Abbey. Dig it up and burn it at the stake for the heretic she was. It's called digging up the bones. Can we, the church, say, apologize for a crime and get Elizabeth out? She is rotting the foundations of the church. Sir Francis Drake led the second expedition to sail around the world in a voyage lasting from 1577 to 1580. And Queen Elizabeth I commissioned Drake to command the expedition together with John Winter and Thomas Daughtry. They left Plymouth, England on December 13, 1577 with 6 ships. And they sailed to Brazil and through the perilous Strait of Magellan. At Tierra del Fuego, natives gave Drake and his crew food and water. And they sailed by Panama, where he pirated Spanish ships and settlements for food and treasure. And he landed on the island of Cano off the coast of southern Mexico. And in North America, he claimed the land he called Nova Albion for the Queen. Drake was also involved in the slave trade and a fierce warrior and privateer. And Drake and John Hawkins were on a slave trading ship to the West Indies that ended with an attack by the Spanish fleet at San Juan de Elna. How do you like that? You're going around selling in your ships looking for blacks. And there's slave trade. And you stop with your big ships and the natives of these different lands give you food and water. The same damn thing that happened to Egypt when the Hyksos came in. Snakes. I'm hungry and thirsty. And because Egypt owned and fed millions throughout the continent of Africa, then when people were starving, they were smart enough to have the grains put up, and they were not greedy. And they gave. Yes, this happened a long time ago. But what what you have to understand, truth seekers, is we've got to go way down deep and expose a lot of things. Queen Elizabeth I was Britain's first slave trader. And the shit went downhill from there. And I don't care if you don't like what I have to say, get off my damn channel. Because when I talk about stuff that is dear to me, I don't give a damn what I say. You're gonna get it. So, the church behind it. And it doesn't matter if she was a Protestant at that time. The church, the Catholic Church, the Vatican was doing what it was doing. Luther and them knew what they were doing. He hated the Jews or the Hebrews or the Aparus. It didn't matter. He could have killed them too. And it would have been just fine. Who cares? But to know the Queen of England set out and put these people on a ship called Jesus, and then gonna give them a book about Jesus that says, obey this book, guys. King James Version 1611. Do you know King James was a son of Mary, which was Elizabeth's half-sister, and he was a Catholic? So what you have is a Catholic doctrine. And they were right in it. Get out of the church, black people, now, and run for your freaking lives, because they've got you where they want you. They got you believing, and you left your spirituality. You left nature. You have left. Get back to your roots and be done with the church, and let it fall where it is. Let it fall down. Till next time, guys, I think I've got to take a break. Get some ice cold water because Nurse J is hot tonight. I've got to cool down because this kind of thing stirs me up, and I hope it stirs you up too, dear true seekers. Go looking. Never give up. Because we are the cry in the wilderness. Hotep and Ashe, Goddess Bastet, God Thoth, God Anubis, God Sekhmet, and I don't care if you don't like the gods, because there is more than one, friends. Hotep.
Blast Radio, play good music,
I tell you now, no not Jaja children, no cry. No cry, no cry. No not Jaja children, no cry. No not Jaja children, no cry. No cry, no cry. No not Jaja children. There is that land far away
there's no night, there's only day. Look into the book of life and you will see there is that land far, far away. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his court with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, his truth endureth to all generations. King of kings and Lord of lords, sit upon his throne and he rules us all. Rules us all. Look into the book of life and you will see that he rules us all. Us all. That he rules us all. He rules us all. He rules us all. Yeah. The heavens declare the glory of God. His firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech. Night unto night showeth forth knowledge. There is no speech, no language, where his voice is not heard. His line is gone out through all the world, and their words to the end of the world. In them is a tabernacle for his son, which is as a bridegroom cometh out of his chamber. I rejoice in the strong man to run the race. To run the race. Oh yes. To run the race. There is that land far, far away, where there's no night, it's only day.
Yes, people. Yeah. So, it is what it is. So, when we are talking about God, when we are talking about the Lord, know which God and which Lord you are talking about. Because you are the children of the Most High. You are the children of God. Know thyself. Know your history. Know your story. Know where you come from. Where you was taken to. Where you was taken from. Where you are now. And what and where you should be looking to go in. To be going, I should say. So yeah. As I said before, there's some truth in the book. Because the book, when you go back before that book and where them get that book from and where they get the information and put in that book. Where did they get it from? So, the book is, yes, one of them cornerstone, you know, that leads to other paths. That's why I said we can't really dash for the book. Some people dash it where, yes, and gone on to other things. But the book will always get mentioned in a conversation because it is a kind of cornerstone. So me personally, my opinion anyway, when I look at what King James do, I said to myself, if he never give with the book, we wouldn't have been able to put the puzzle together. Babylon used the book and enslaved a whole heap of people, but when they enslaved the people never had the book. They never know about the book. They never know what tool was used against them to help enslave them. So my opinion is that true King James know this, and so I give the people in the book so them can find out for themselves what go on. Them say King James was a homosexual, and King James was this, and King James was that. King James was a white man and all these things. But when you look at it like that, why, if I was King James and I was approving of slavery and I am going to give this book to the people with it in there, why am I going to leave it in there if I approve of it? If I approve of it, I ain't going to want them to know. Why am I going to leave? If I'm a white King James, why am I going to leave in there that King Solomon was a black man, King David was a black man, Samson had locks, Ezekiel had locks, and so forth, and every one of these prophets that the church is calling are locksman, which we will call Rasta today. They will all add up and link up to why they persecuted the Rasta man them in Jamaica. Because prophecy said the people shall rise up from the west. They're gonna rise up. But it's Rasta is the foundation in the Caribbean that helped the people rise up. Because when you look at Wagwan, that's why they persecuted them for so long, because they was afraid that these are the people that prophecy was talking about. That these are the people that's going to rise up. That's why Bustamante made sure he tried his best to wipe out Rasta, the ancient Mama warrior. Wipe them out, because them will rise up and them don't want prophecy fulfilled. So when His Majesty came to Jamaica, him seal up the thing so that Rasta can continue to rise up. So this is one of the reasons why I and enough Rasta man them will hear Selassie, although they have different stories about him and him this and him that and the other. But I'm telling you from my point of view, if he never came to Jamaica, if he never came to the Caribbean islands, then what would have happened to Rasta? Where would we be today? Those who call themselves Rasta. We wouldn't even have reggae music. Straight. We wouldn't have had it. Because Rasta wouldn't be there to be singing these songs of freedom, to be singing about Africa, to be reminding us of Marcus Garvey and our history. Reggae music did this and influenced the whole world. Rasta had a big influence on reggae music. Yes, they had a lot of love songs. But when you look at the Studio One and certain tunes, Burning Spear and Culture and Marley and all different kind of singers, they were singing the same song. So, as I said, which Lord is this book really talking about? I got to know. When the lady said, come out of the church, the same book tells you, come out of her, my people. The book tells you, come out of her, my people. Because you are the church. So why you put the whole of yourself in a one building when you are the building? You are the temple. And God lives in you. God Almighty lives in you. Who the book called the Lord. And when we praise the Lord, we're praising God Almighty that is within us. But remember, the people that gave the book changed certain names. So, when you look at the King James Version, the 1611, there is no name Jesus in that book. It says the name Yeshua. So when he gave you that book, he gave it to you with Yeshua in it. Yeah, there was no letter J in the 1611 Bible. So, you have the Jerusalem Bible. Similar thing. Yeshua. Again. So, that's just something that I'm going to share with you to make you understand. When I come out of the church, when I say come out of the church, you can be followers and fellowship. Yes, you can do that. But you are the church. You are the temple. You know? Yeshua said that, yeah, to Pilate, if you tear down this church, I will build it back up in 3 days. That's what Yeshua said. No one ever clocked that. And what did? They tear down the church and he built it back up in 3 days. And that's what they call the resurrection. And that's what he was talking about. When he said, if you tear down this church, I will build it back up in 3 days. They thought they meant buildings and stones. He was talking about himself. If you tear me down, I shall rebuild in 3 days. When they crucified him, he resurrected in 3 days. The church was rebuilt again. You are the church. Remember that.
Makes no doubt them a friend together. I and I have blackbird, flock together. Walla, 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 come by, step higher. Walla, 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 come by, step higher. The whole of them a crumble, come and step higher, but them a crumble, come and step higher, but them a have a beam. The whole of them a crumble, come and step higher, but them a crumble. Them a have a beam. The whole of them a crumble, come make me step higher, but them a crumble, step higher. Words are for feather and they flock together. Come make me step higher, come make me, but them a. This being a righteous train. Yeah.
This is a righteous train.
Train to Zion.
So no more Kumbala, see?
When I song. Come here, she teach me. This train carry no backbiters. This train carry no backbiters. This train carry no backbiters. Carry tattoos and people. This train carry no wrongdoers. This train, say, this train carry no wrongdoers. This train, this train carry no wrongdoers. Only carry the righteous people. This
Yes, this train. You are the train. You know? So as we move along, I hope you really understand. So we're talking the team today. Big shout goes out to the SLR family once again. So we'll move along. Word, sound and power. As I said to you before, when you look at the music that come out of Jamaica, the early reggae music, you know, the message has always been there. And reggae music has been always been a voice crying out for freedom and liberation and love. There's no other people on the planet that cry out more than the people that sing upon reggae music. You know? So we're gonna play another tune to make you know and remember your history. So I ask you this question. See? Mark and Heritage.
Where is the black man's paradise that Marcus Garvey fought for yesterday? We're still fighting for today. Where is the black man's paradise that Marcus Garvey fought for yesterday? We're still fighting for today. Where is the black man's paradise? Martin Luther King fought for yesterday, and we're still fighting for today. This may be harsh to say, but we're living in a white world. It's a statement that many feel to say, but Jah is our protector and we fear not to say. It's a prejudice word, yeah, it's a prejudice word. Where is the black man's paradise? Malcolm X fought for yesterday, and we're still fighting for today. Yeah. Where is the black man's paradise? Now your Bingy elders fought for yesterday, and we're still fighting for today. It's their unity in their philosophy that gives them superiority, calling us minority, and in their heart they know we're the majority. It's a prejudice world, yeah, in a prejudice world. Where is the black man's paradise? are ready. Africa, we're coming to take it. Here I come. Boy, 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 boy. Africa, here I come. Ethiopia land is best of all. Repatriate and make we take it all. Enough land for you and I, man. Work hard and make we do it in a yard. Africa, we're coming to take it. Here I come. Oh, oh, oh. Africa, here I come. See your people coming. When we go there, we now run with it. Judge and no say, we have to get it. When we go there, we now run with it. Judge and no say, we have to get it. Africa have some real nice people. When you reach there, I know you will see it. Enough land for you and I, man. Work hard and make we do it in a yard. Africa, we now run left it. Here I come. Boy, 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 boy. Africa, boy. Here I come. Here is how we gonna take it. Take our tracks up to North Africa. Then we move down to South Africa. Make a move over West Africa. And then we end up in Ethiopia, man. Africa, boy. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Here I come. We're coming to take it. Africa, boy. Hold on strong. Here I come. See the Israelites, them coming. When we go there, we now run with it. Jaja no say, we have to get it. Never run when we go there, we now run with it. Jaja no say, we have to. Africa, here I come. Here I come. I'm coming to get you. Africa, oh yeah,
Yeah. So when they came and they took you and brought you to the Caribbean, they knew exactly who you was. They knew exactly who they were putting there. They knew. Do you know? So when you know yourself, I know my story, it start make sense. You are a powerful people. You know? You're powerful people. And if I saw them, look at it logically then, yeah? If me I run certain things and me afraid that there are certain people and me afraid of them people there, you know, because them people they're dangerous, them have some powers and this and that. Me I try to get rid of them and put them far away so that they're no longer a threat. Leave them over there with nothing. That way that them can't trouble with, because them way over, sir. And bring a couple people over there to watch over them too, just in case them try a thing. And that's what happened. You know? That's what happened. So you have to know who you are. Powerful people. All of you on the Caribbean islands them are powerful people. But instead of using the power for uplifting the people, using the power for suppress your people and turn crab in a barrel. There's power in the word. Use your words, use your prayers, your meditation, and do some positive things. All the prayers them are praying at the church, in the building, what they really praying for. You know how much millions of our people, especially in Africa and in the Caribbean, gone in at the church. But yet, there's some people still living in a poverty. Some people still living in a shanty town. Some people still are living in a zinc house. Some people still are living in a board house. Pan brick. because they're praying in the church for the wrong things. That's what's going on. They're praying for the wrong things. So I've seen certain things where people, when a hurricane are coming up, and people pray for the hurricane for turn back, for move, and then pray for the hurricane for move, and the hurricane move. And enough times, them Caribbean island, on the north of hurricane are come. And the amount of people that pray that night there, the hurricane come, but it never do as much damage as it's supposed to do. And sometimes it don't even come, it just turn and go somewhere else. You are the ones that are doing this, because God is with you. Mother Nature is with you. But yet, you don't use your powers to connect to your roots, to what you really are. You use your powers to make the pastor look good and to buy pretty hat that you only wear once a week, and pretty shoes and pretty dress for look good in a church, while people still are living in a board house. Pastor drive big car. And some of these people who living in a board house is going to the church every Sunday, while pastor in a big concrete house with camera, CCTV, iron gate, everything. Big car. But don't tell them already, on the thieving pastor them that. It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of an eagle than a thieving pastor to end up in the kingdom of the Most High. So, can't say you never did tell you, and the book tell you, So, a little history of my story to make you sit down and think about the powers you have and what you're channeling your powers into. What are you really channeling your energy and your powers into? Is it more spiritual? Is it more physical? Or is it more material? Where are you channeling yourself? What road are you on? Because once you dip on that road would lead you to whatever that road provides. And if you're on a materialistic road, that's all you're going to get is materialistic things all the way. More this, more that. Vanity, vanity, vanity. Trying to compete against the next rich man. Or trying to compete against the next person who have the latest wig and the latest fashion and the most expensive bleach. Trying to compete. But when you're up on a spiritual road, you're not competing against nobody. There is no competition. Because you can't turn around and say, yeah, I want to be more spiritual than him. You can't. Because you know the danger. With more wisdom comes more responsibilities. And people cry out for wisdom, but don't realize the more wisdom you have is the more responsibility you have. That's why Yeshua said the poor man will enter the kingdom of the Most High. The children shall enter the kingdom of the Most High. You see, you have to be like children to enter the kingdom of the Most High. When you look at the mind of a child, a 5-year-old, for example, the majority of them are very obedient to their parent. Whatever their parent tell them to do, them do. And what happens in return? The parent becomes the servant to the child and give that child everything he needs or everything she needs. The child don't have to ask. The father look upon the child and say, yo, that child they need new shoes, you know, that child they need this. Well, I want my child to become this, so I have to make sure the child have this and the child have that. And the father gives the child everything the child needs before the child even asks for it. Because the father knows what that child needs. The mother knows what that child needs. The child don't know, but the mother and the father knows. Same way like our almighty Father knows. And same way our Mother Earth knows. Our mother and our father is creation. And the Almighty knows what we need. And Mother Earth knows what we need. But we don't know. Some of us don't know. We just don't know. That's why we fear the Father, because the Father can see what we can't see. And when we want comfort and healing, we turn to Mother to get that comfort, to get that healing, to get that medicine for the bellyache. Your mother in the physical is just like Mother Earth. The both of them knows what we need, and the both of them provide whatever they can to make us healthy and strong. And the both of them want the best for us and provides everything for us. You see? So that's where your mother and father really is. So know your God. And know so your God is in you. And that's why you are a mighty race. Because you are the children of God, children of the Most High. And you know, the whole world know this apart from you. Everybody else know this. Everybody else wants to be like you. Everybody else want to look like you. Everybody else want bottom like you. Want big lips like you. Want hair like you. Want dance like you. Want run like you. Want fight like you. And you want to be like them. Who wants to be like you. You are a mighty race. And when you do wake up, and you do know yourself, you use that power to help others. Not just your own people, but as many people as you can. Because if you lost your car, you go out there one morning and your car gone, you're not going to pick up the phone and say, hey Winston, you see my car? You're not going to do that. You're going to phone the police. The same people you fight against, you're going to phone them and tell them so you can't find your car. And you expect them to find your car for you. Why? Why? Why are you going to do that? You have some racist people, yes. But when push comes to shove, the racism gone out the window. You know? When your back is against the wall, a lot of things go through the window. Racism got through the window. That gone. Because you can't find your car. You can't find your son. You can't find your daughter. And you don't have the people them in place to do this for you. So you go to the people that do have this in place when you supposed to have this in place yourself. We're supposed to have our own police. We're supposed to have our own everything. So that when we need something, we can call on them to find it for us. So, I'm going to play another tune so that people can remember the journey of what brought them to that island and what you're really supposed to do. You know, leave your footprint in the sun, leave your footprint in the earth before you leave this earth. Don't just come and when you're gone, you was this coulda, woulda, shoulda man. And then when you have your grand picnic, them you say, boy, when I was young, I could have do this, and I should have do this, and I could have, would have, should have do this. There's a lot of could have, would have, should have, we do. But we didn't do it. But you still have a chance. You still have time. Yes, you make mistakes. Sometimes Babylon put some spell over you and you just do the wrong thing. But according to the book, there is grace. And how amazing it is to save a wretch like you. Now, I am not a wretch, and you are not a wretch. But when you go to the church and you sing the song, you call yourself a wretch. Not even realizing the man who write the song in the first place, him was a wretch. But him wasn't a black man. Not being racist, just showing you some logical story. Yeah. So, I'm going to bring in my brethren, my brother. Call him my brother. Call him is my brother. To make you understand. And remember the journey. Yeah.
Old pirates, yes, they rabbi, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Oh, have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop at the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Yes, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs. All I ever have, redemption songs. These songs of freedom, songs of freedom.
These songs of freedom. And that's what you'll be singing. So when you're looking at the players and the singers of instruments, the Most High is in them. And most of the tunes I've played are some of the foundations, and some of the artists, them, and some of the foundation to reggae music. And they've all been singing the same song. Yeah. So, in this Armageddon, we still have to keep going on. Keep on fighting. Now you have a rough idea. So the Most High set you upon high. High. But Babylon will try indoctrinate you and keep you low. Because the wisdom you have, the power you have, the spirituality that you have has been taught all over the world, but not taught to you. So find yourself. Know, say, you are a great person. No matter how you see things are going around you, no matter how Babylon try to keep you down, you're a great person. Once you have love in you, you're a great person, because it's not easy to love, you know. It's not easy to love your brethren and your sister, because there's so much ism and schism and thing that go on. And sometimes you have to just bite your tongue, because it is what it is. But our parents lived to a great old age, not for them. And they got through a lot of things, and they bear a lot of things, and they have great wisdom. But you have to go through a whole heap of suffering to gain great wisdom. You can learn at school and become wise. But being a wise person, or being a smart, intelligent, educated person, I should say, is different from education. To have education is different to having wisdom. That's how I can put it. Yeah. So, make the music talk, make my brother talk. We'll take Raggedy, and I hope you will learn something from this show today. BlessRadio1.com, YouTube. Take the show, share the show, and the truth is the truth. So at the Link Up show, SLR family bless up, Bless Radio family bless up. We'll talk the thing today, and hopefully it will set you free. Because the truth will set you free. Them have some drink out there that not taste too good. Bitter, 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 bitter. Just like the truth. But it's good for you. You have things called sorcery and bitters and all kind of things. Not taste too nice. Just like the truth, sometimes it's not nice. But it will heal you. A wound always takes time to heal. You know, heal overnight. But it will heal you. Bitter, but it will heal you. It will fix you up. You might screw up your face and you want to run, go drink water and everything. You know what I mean? Because it's bitter. Some bush tea. Bitter, you know, like it. But you know what? Once it gets in your belly, it's a good thing. Just like the word. You know? When it gets in your belly, when it reaches down inside you, like a two-edged sword. Good for you. You don't like it, but it's good for you. Alright, so people, play my tune. When my brethren taught the ting, yeah, then we are going to talk the ting.
Hear the words of the Rasta man say. Babylon is gone down, gone down. Babylon is gone down. Said I hear the words of the higher man say. Babylon is gone down, gone down. Babylon is gone down. Then I hear the angel with the 7 seals. Babylon is gone down, gone down. Babylon is gone down. I say fly away home to Zion, fly away home. I say fly away home to Zion, fly away home. One bright morning when my work is over, man will fly away home. One bright morning when my work is over, man will fly away home. One bright morning when my work is over, man will fly away home. Say one bright morning when my work is over, man will fly away home. That is a force of nature, Jack. Just like that.
Yeah. Not another national anthem. That is my national anthem. That is my tune. From longer time. Actually, when it first came out. I remember when this tune first came out on a 7-inch. Yeah, on the Tough Gun label. Black 7-inch. Yeah, man, remember when it first come out. Yeah, and that was in the 70s. Was it the 70s? Yeah, it was in the 70s. Yeah. It was in the 70s. That's when this tune first come out. On a 7-inch press from Jamaica. I remember it very well. Yeah, man say with my more, I know old, you know. I just remember. You know what I mean? So yeah, I remember when it first played. You know. So thank you for your listening ears. And we did ask you for do the thing, Carl, but the conversation was a little bit tense today, but I hope you have learned something from it. So, I'm going to leave you with this final tune, and then I'm going to bring in my brethren, Ragga D, and we're going to play some more music, but it's all good. So, people, till next strong, next week, or next strong, I have an idea to talk about some things still. And people going to want to know, why me always have a go at the pastors? Not all of them are bad, you know. Remember that. Not all of them is bad. There is some thieving ones out there. There's a whole heap of them. You know what I mean? But it's just like a barrel of apple, you know. You have some rotten one in them there. But if you don't pull out the rotten one, them, the whole barrel of rotten eventually. So if we weed them out, you know, or you can do like what the book say, you know what I mean? Instead of chop down the weed, you just wait for the fruits to grow and ripe. And then when you pick the fruits and you take what you want and you get your people out, then you just chop down everything. You know? If you grow some corn and some fruits or some this and some that and the weed them start tangle up the thing, and you know, so if you pull out the weed or try to tear off the weed, it might just block the tree or might end up do some damage. You just wait till our fruits ripe, and when our fruits ripe, you just take what you want and then you chop down the whole thing. That way nobody get hurt. Nobody that is good get hurt. Because you already done take them out and put them aside for yourself. Like when Moses get to the Red Sea and him say, yo, him part the sea, and him so-called the book say anyway. But when him get to the mountain, him say, yo, according to the film, yeah, who is on the Lord's side come this way? And who wants to stay over there in a Babylon go that way there? And all those who did hear what Moses said and go up on that side, and they say, all right, cool. Everybody separate, burn down the rest of the field. That's how it go. So you have time. You have time to draw yourself nearer to the Most High and to draw yourself nearer to Mother Nature before the field get chopped down, and only those who did hear will be okay. Right? So, you're blessed till next strong. Yeah? Alright. Final one from Iron Eye.
This station dedicated to the nation. And big up the man called Ragga D. Original Anthony Johnson say that.